Blue Jackets ready to finish up their home-and-home series with the New Jersey Devils. They won on Sunday at New Jersey 3-0. Jody, the Devils a team that it's hard to score against, and you always want to get that first goal. The Blue Jackets were finally able to power through and do that on a good hard-nosed play by Boone Jenner. Later, they get a goal from Oliver Bjorkstrand. Then he sets up Sam Gagner, and it turns out to be an easy 3-0 win.
Yes, but credit the Devils. They had a good start to the game. They created some opportunities for themselves. The Blue Jackets stayed patient, got some great goaltending when relied upon by Sergei Bobrovsky, and the defense was sound. So good job by the Blue Jackets.
Well, I mentioned that Gagner and Bjorkstrand both had goals. The guy they're playing on a line with is Scott Hartnell, and by far that line was the best line in that entire game. Scott Hartnell tells us what Oliver Bjorkstrand adds to that line.
Well, he's got such a good shot, and seems like the last 4 or 5 games he's walking in with some shots. He's got a lot of time and space, and when you give him time and space, he can make a goalie pay. And it's obviously the big post there in Ottawa. A couple inches over, it's a totally different hockey game. But I think me and Gag's been playing the whole year together, got some chemistry, and Oliver's fit right in last game.
Bjorkstrand, the young player that returned here to Columbus with a great attitude, great mindset. You could tell he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder from being sent down to Cleveland, and boy, has it worked out well for him. His skating, that goal he scored, you could see his patience, his heads-up play, and you could tell by Hartnell's comments, they recognize the skill and the creativity of Oliver Bjorkstrand.
John Tortorella has said that he hopes that Oliver Bjorkstrand is the biggest acquisition the Blue Jackets made before the trade deadline. Meaning he comes from Cleveland, he's in the top 6. Even if it's the top 9, it doesn't matter. Wherever he's playing right now, he's producing.
Yeah, and think about that. He's a guy that's familiar with the players that are here in Columbus, familiar with the system, the organization. He's been following this team all season long, and he wants to be here. He should have been here in camp. So it's a really great story, and you're right, Bob. It's a great boost for that locker room and this organization at a crucial time.
The Blue Jackets are going to have another new young face in the lineup tonight as TJ Tynan is about to make his NHL debut. Tynan is a guy that played in Cleveland last year, won a championship there. He's been with the Monsters, and he says the systems the two teams play are very similar.
There's not too much. I think they play a similar style, similar system, so that'll make it easier for me for sure. But obviously there are subtle differences, so just learning those. And like I said, there will be, I'm sure, a little adjustment period, but I'm not trying to think about that. I'm just trying to think about enjoying the experience for now.
With Josh Anderson banged up, we get to see TJ Tynan make his NHL debut. You can tell how excited he is. I love that he brought up the systems because that's very important for him tonight. He does not want to come in here to this NHL team and start thinking too much. He's a skilled player. He brings a lot of energy and excitement. If he can just relax and play that game, we're going to have fun watching number 49.
Yes, and for him, he just cannot wait to get out on the ice. He'll be skating on air here tonight.
Oh, he's already on air. We saw him the other day get called up. He didn't play, but he's excited, and I think he's got that infectious attitude that his teammates are going to enjoy.
Well, you talked about the New Jersey Devils, the fact that they are not in the playoffs, but that doesn't mean they're not going to give a good effort here tonight. Just go back a couple of weeks ago, they were in this building and beat the Blue Jackets 5-1.
That's a great point. And these New Jersey Devils are a team that the Blue Jackets should know are in familiar territory in the past, playing for pride, playing for jobs. They're not going to come here and lay down. The Blue Jackets have got to be aware, especially some of their big guys.
And some of their big guys, Cal Palmieri and Taylor Hall, just two guys on that top line that really drive the bus.
Yeah, those guys can fly. Hall is a guy that just brings it every single night. Palmieri is a guy that's got speed and skill. I think Hall had 2 goals here last game at Nationwide Arena. And then the other guy, one of their quiet leaders who is always working hard, 200 feet all over the ice, is Zajac. This guy's a big body. These guys will come here tonight looking for points.
All right, that'll do it for tonight's Rink Report. For Jody Shelley, I'm Bob McElligott. Enjoy the game.